give Thibodeau any advice on kind of what to expect coming in here?
Not so much advice yet. I've been kind of just like more like paying attention to him, seeing what type of guy he is, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. It's like small things where we have a few guys on defense giving the ones like or giving whoever like a show look, and if they need like an offensive lineman or something like that, like he's like one of the first ones to like try to run in there and like give a look, and I appreciate things like that from top picks because he knows that there's still more that he has to give to the team, and just because he got drafted high doesn't mean that he can't help out. So
he's a pretty big personality.
Honestly, I thought he was gonna be more than he actually is, just because from what you see on TV and from his draft day and stuff like that, I was like, this guy's definitely a character, But meeting him in person, he's a humble guy and he's ready to work. And like I said, he's one of the first people to go in there when we need to look and things like that. So I'm definitely impressed with those things.
How are you impressed by his play? I mean, those kind of practices. But
yeah, I mean, it's just been a few practices so far, but you can still see guys' attributes in the 3 practices that we've had so far. And he's showing great speed. Great pass rush IQ and stuff like that.
You have not always had that going for you as far as having guys on the edge who can apply so much pressure.
Right.
With Kayvon and Aziz, if that can manifest itself, what does that do to the defense, and how much does it help you?
I mean, I think it will help the defense, a lot. Whenever you have top guys in any position, it's going to help out a lot. And, I definitely have a lot of confidence in him and Aziz. And like you said, it's going to be great for me inside and playing with guys like that that are going to make the quarterback step up. And if I'm playing in the middle and they're doing their job, I'm going to make them roll out to them and vice versa. We feed off of each other.
Did you lose weight?
No, 310.
You're still 310. Did you blow your body fat or something?
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, never mind. You said Thibodeau you're impressed with his pass rush IQ.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate on that? What did you mean?
Meaning, like, he knows when to try to speed around the corner. He knows when to, like, try to beat a guy inside. He knows, so far what I've seen, he seems to have a good understanding of, like, reading the offensive lineman's, like, set and stuff like that.
My character, football character, IQ, Leo, is that what you're seeing from him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good character. Some people from the media or from TV might think that, he's a big personality, and he is. He's definitely a confident guy, and in a good way, though. He's confident, not too cocky or anything like that, and he knows he's a rookie. He knows when it's time for him to, like, do his duties as a rookie and stuff like that, and, he's a good kid.
Has he been asking you a lot of questions in the film room and all that?
Not so much yet. We're not really in the same room, so I think we would have to go out of our way to like meet up and like talk about things because we're not really in the same room. And my room just got loaded with a bunch of young guys and new guys, so I'm kind of giving them a lot of my attention right now. And but I definitely want to chop it up with him and see where he's at.
I know it's only 3 OTA practices. Are you seeing anything different from the offensive line with Bobby running the show?
I mean, the whole team feels different as a whole, so I don't really think I've put too much emphasis on the offensive line, but overall, Drew's not back fully yet, so I feel like there's still like a lot of moving pieces, so it's hard for me to like say like what it's looking like right now, knowing that it's going to be different, come camp or season. But I know so far, it's been a really good competition level on both sides of the ball. We've been doing a good job of like taking care of each other, but the O-line and D-line has been competing pretty well.
What is the vibe that the new regime sort of gives out?
The vibe I'm getting is just the excitement that people coming into work with. I think guys are like happy to be here. They're happy about the teammates that they have next to them. They're happy about the coaches that are coaching them. And I think when you're happy about all those things that I just said, it makes it easier to come into work and have a great attitude and great energy, and it shows in practice how we're flying around out there. And even today when we had that like small little competition period, like you hear all the defense like getting loud and stuff like that, and it's a contagious energy that's being brought right now.
Leonard, obviously, you guys have had a lot of turnover in the secondary. You're going to have to be putting some young guys back there to contribute immediately. And Wink likes to play blitz happy, man to man. So how much of an onus do you guys feel as pass rushers to get there, to get home, and to not leave those guys, those young guys sitting back there, sitting ducks too long?
Right. I mean, I definitely have confidence in whoever we end up bringing and playing corner back there. But like you said, this is an aggressive defense, and we have so many blitz and pressure patterns that we're definitely, not that we're not relying on them too, but in that type of defense, no matter who you have, you're relying on getting home. No matter what type of players you have on the team, it's the style of defense,
Was it eye-opening at all to you that as well as the defense played, as well as James Bradbury and Logan Ryan played, that it's as far as the business aspect, that they're not here anymore? Was that eye-opening to you at all, that like even guys who play well aren't secure?
It's not eye-opening for me because I'm going into year 8, but it's definitely eye-opening for a lot of the guys in the locker room. Even yesterday, we had a bunch of new people come in and people leave, and people are like, wow, week 1, it's already happening, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm just like getting like numb to it or if I like, what it is, but I'm just like so used to seeing it and knowing that this is a business, you know what I mean? And you see it all around the league too. You see top guys being traded and top guys moving all around. And LT and some of the older guys came and talked to us the other day, and they just said it's different from how it used to be. Like back in the day, people would say on the team that they got drafted to for their whole career, where nowadays you kind of see people bouncing all around. It's a little like basketball nowadays,
What, if anything, about Wink has surprised you?
I don't think like his play calling has surprised me, just because as soon as I found out we had Wink, that's everybody said like, oh wow, we love it, like aggressive. That's what you hear about him, and that's what we've been seeing in terms of. I think personality, he's impressed me.
What's he like?
I mean, he's obviously like an older white guy, and so I thought, he probably wasn't gonna I didn't know how to see it, like his humor or personality, but he's like one of the funniest guys in the defense, and he throws out little comments and disses around and stuff like that. And I think he has a great humor, and it kind of sheds on the defense, and we kind of all have a more family environment because he's like that,
Like every defensive coordinator says they're going to be aggressive. Is this different, schematically? Do you notice a difference from different defenses you played in before?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think some, like you said, a lot of people, claim to be aggressive, but they'll blitz on occasions or when the timing's right. Whereas I think with Wink, he's just make them deal with us. We're gonna bring it, and I love that type of mentality. And the way I'm seeing it, he's making the offense react to us instead of the opposite way around.
Is this by far the most aggressive defense you've played in? Does it remind you at all of any previous ones that you played in?
This probably is one of the most aggressive defenses for sure. Just because already in OTAs we've been showing a lot of blitz patterns and pressures, and also what I like about it is we talk about learning the defense as a concept, because even though it's showing the D lineman on paper doing this, it's at any moment that could be an outside linebacker, that could be a linebacker, or I could be outside. It's just we kind of have to learn the whole defense, because it could be the same pattern, but different guys moving around running the same pattern, and I think that makes it even more aggressive and harder for offenses to read.